Yeah. Did Glenn get a new car? Huh, I wonder. All right, so I'm all provisioned up. My dad and my nephew caught, I guess, 4 largemouth bass. And my nephew helped my dad cook them up last night. And my nephew had a really good day yesterday. Sad to report, I didn't report it yesterday, but my brother's, he has 2 dogs, one named Sucky, and they had to put him down not yesterday, the day before. And that's funny. Got the son going one way, got the dad going the other way. And anyway, yeah, so my nephew's okay, you know, he knew it was coming, you know, but he's only 12, and you know what it's like when a boy loses his dog, you know what I mean? I remember losing, like, my first, like, there's always that one dog that really gets you. For me, I got, like, 3 really fantastic dogs, you know, like, they become part of the family, right? So anyway, long story short, yeah, so my nephew's been up home last, because he's off on summer holidays for, well, not too much longer. It's August 1st at the making of this video. But anyway, so I played fetch with him the other day. The boy's got a good, he's got a good throw. So I was trying to teach him a curveball yesterday. I didn't quite get it, and my curveball sucks. I haven't thrown a curveball in probably about 25 years. You know what I mean? But when my brother was a kid, my cousin was a kid, my 2 cousins was a kid, I get them to stand way the hell out in the field kind of thing, and I'd have the baseball bat and I'd just like, yeah, just like drive the ball. Amazing I never killed anybody. Especially my poor cousin Matt. And the ball went whizzing by his head about like 1,100 miles an hour. Like, it was like one of those, just, I hit it and it was just flat. Like, the ball had like no arc to it at all. It was just like that. And I hit it like right on the sweet spot of the bat. So, you know, when you, it was just like, it was like a laser beam, and it missed his head by about 4 inches. He didn't even know it went by him. And I was like, I just killed my cousin. You know, he was a little kid at the time, eh? Yeah, so I got my nephew playing fetch, and yeah, it's really cool. What a cool, you know, and myself, so I played fetch with him again yesterday. And it's just, I don't know, like okay, with the biking, playing fetch with, like I was a very athletic kid. I was a headbanger, and I wasn't what you would call a cliquey kid, right? I wasn't a preppy kid, so I never applied myself into my athletic abilities, because if I would have, I would have probably been competing at the Olympics in something. Not saying I'd win, but I was at, like, you know, like for gymnasts, like, and I didn't do it, like, I didn't do it for just the love of the sport. Like, for example, I probably would have been in wrestling. I was phenomenal in. I was one of the best kids in the school out of 1,200 kids. That's saying a lot. I wasn't necessarily strongest. I was like Mr. Pretzel Man. I was like almost impossible to pin. It was me and Carl Sattlicker. Like the whole school would, you know, like everybody would stop what they're doing to watch us 2 fight, because it was such, and we had to fight, you know, Olympic rules, right? And it was so entertaining, because it was just like, he wouldn't give and I wouldn't give, and the you know, and the I guess the friggin' gym teacher, Mr. Howard, was a bit of a masochist. He liked watching us butcher ourselves, you know. It's like how far could I let these 2 kids headlock each other before they kill each other, you know what I mean? And it was like, but it was always, there was such respect. Carl and I had such respect for each other, because, like, we didn't give a point to each other. You had to earn it, right? And stuff like that. But I was also really good at the rings, you know, and I was good at it just to show off, because on one side of the gym was the guys, the other side was the girls, right? Of course, I was always trying to impress the girls. So I'd run up, I'd grab the rings, you know, do like an upside down T on them, pull myself, like I could do a headstand on the ring, like all the Olympic moves, right? And then I do like a, what do you call it, like a cartwheel dismount kind of thing, like, you know, I'd die if I even attempted that now. But maybe that's why my shoulders, rotator cuffs and all that stuff are screwed up now. And it's just, you know, like looking back on hindsight, how athletic I was. And thinking about it now, like, you know, especially in the cycling. Like yesterday, I fired my afterburner too early on this thing. I was coming down that hill that I just came up, and a little bit on the other side of it. Oh, I bet you that's my client. Tell by the shape of the car. It's not a, it's called something else, but it looks like a PT Cruiser. Yeah. Hope she's doing well. I'll see her on Monday. But anyway, yeah. And when you get up to a certain speed on a bike and you go into a sprint, if your bike is set up perfectly, there's a certain flow that happens, right? And I haven't felt that flow since I had my Norco Monterey. Now on a flat sprint, well over, I'm sure I've probably hit between 60 and 70 kilometers an hour with ease most of the times. And I know I've been over 80 kilometers an hour coming down from the Champlain Lookout. That was scary. Oh wait, that might have been on the Peugeot coming down. Yeah, that's why I was so scared, because that bike was just way too big for me. And that thing was a complete, utter missile. It didn't have normal wheels on it. The wheels were like 30-inch wheels or something like that. It was the most bizarre, there's Tracy. It was the most bizarre bicycle I ever had, but it was like just ridiculously fast. It's one that I hold my kind of record going out to the neighboring town in 25 minutes, right? Takes me an hour on this, you know, but this thing weighs so much more, you know, and again, I know weight, yeah, we know, Reg, you don't like heavy bikes. So yesterday, coming up to the speed sign, I was going for, you know, spooling up the turbos and, you know, kick in those muscles and get into like a super sprint, right? Just to see what I could do with this. And mind you, I'm feeling it today. Like, not sore, but I know my muscles are a little bit fatigued today. But that was a long day of cycling. It was 2 hours of cycling. And my butt wasn't sore. My crotch wasn't numb. Like, guys, this seat is like a holy grail seat. It's uncomfortable in the sense that it doesn't have good padding, but its placement seems fairly good. However, the one thing that's getting me is my reach and my stack, because my stack is too low. So what happens when that happens is it tends to pull you forward on the saddle, which can lead to all kinds of problems. But I find myself in about 2 hours of riding yesterday, you know, especially after working for about 3.5 hours, although it was a lot cooler, like it is today. It's beautiful today. Like it's supposed to, the high is supposed to be like 22 today. Like, I'll take that. That'd be like 70 for you Americans. 70 something for you Americans. Anyway, if you're not launching off the seat in a perfect launch, the bike feels squirrely on you or dead on you. It feels like you're flopping around a fish on the front end with no weight if you don't have it right? So weight distribution on a bike comes down to your fit. If you don't fit the bike properly, you will never get proper weight distribution. And this is why people you'll get bigger guys picking, like I say, a size down so they can shift their weight around a bit more. And other guys, to stay more aero, they'll pick a larger size to get more stretched out, right? But what do you do on a 48 pound or 50 pound mountain bike? That's too small. You know, 2 sizes probably too small if you want to go by the sizing chart. Well, your legs are fine, but as soon as you get up, now, you know, my bars need to be over here, you know, and they need to be up here to get that right sprint. Otherwise, it feels like I'm trying to sprint over the front wheel, and it feels like a dead fish flopping around, right? So that robs you. That means you're robbing yourself of energy. And what that also does is it fires. You know, you might be firing the right muscles, and you'll feel it if you are. Like when you go into a sprint, there's a certain amount of muscle groups that they all fire, all 4 of them fire at the same time, and you feel it evenly, right? And it burns, right? Now, on my Bottecchia, which is only gonna weigh like 23 pounds tops, no matter kind of what wheel I put on the back of it, which is still light by today's standards. You know, like a bike of that weight is gonna cost you minimum $1,500 to $2,000, and then a gravel bike is going to cost you about $3,000 to $5,000, just because the gravel bikes tend to be heavier because of the bigger tires, right? Try to scoot it over, but look at that for a pothole. This stuff is still sinking a lot, so. Yeah, I found those $15 gloves there right around here the other day. Saw them the week before, but they were